This episode is brought to you by San Pellegrino Ciao. A gift from Italy to your home. San Pellegrino Ciao is a flavored sparkling water made with real fruit juice, finished with a pinch of Sicilian salt for a perfectly balanced taste. So which flavor will you choose? Peach, lime, blood orange, cherry, or maybe the all-new limoncello? Crafted in Italy with 0 grams of added sugar. San Pellegrino Ciao. Buy it now.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Excuse me, taxi.
Okay, then we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
The Eyewitness News anchorman, he was terrific. He was married to E. Jean Carroll and saw firsthand how crazy she was. They got divorced, and she wrote in her book horrible, nasty, racist things about that man. Called him an ape, a gorilla, made fun of his black skin. Just a terrible book and person this is. E. Jean Carroll. She's a fruitcake. And anybody can see it. Anybody. She goes on Anderson Cooper and says, rape is beautiful and sexy and I like it. I mean, this is insane stuff. And that we are here and the president is going to have to pay her $5 million. Now, I hope they hold that in escrow or something like that she doesn't get the money, because it looks like there's another avenue for him to appeal this thing. So it's not over. And I think the reason why this thing has gone forward is because of the Supreme Court. Well, it's almost like it's beneath them. Not that the president is beneath them, but this kind of tawdry, give and take. There's no, I don't know. I have to get one of those Supreme Court clerks or somebody like that, but they only like precedent setting cases or something like that. Now, if the whole system is corrupt, can you, I don't know. I don't know if it's grounds for appeal. I mean, if you have 18 ludicrous jurors who think they have a duty to protect democracy and stop this threat to democracy, President Trump, oh, by the way, the savior of democracy. I don't know if you've heard my theory, but I am fairly convinced, and I took a good look at these guys, that the jurors on the Stormy Daniels, that they were CIA operatives, totally CIA operatives. They were just too perfect in their diversity. It's almost like they were wearing costumes. Okay, I'm going to look like a rugged person who lives in Inwood. I'm going to look like a financial guy. I'm going to look like a lawyer. It just didn't look genuine. I've been around for a long time. I got an eye, I think. And the way they came in, also something that I noticed, everybody rises when the jury comes in, right? Which I think we have to rethink what's so special about them, right? Anyway, they all come in. First of all, they all were sloppy in their own way. Sloppy. Yes, they were dressed in a certain, but there was something sloppy. And I had a bad feeling about this. Not one of them made eye contact with President Trump. They walked right by him, and they wouldn't look at him. I mean, they were out to get this guy. I've been in other courtrooms where, it's a curiosity, especially if it's the president of the United States. You're going to look at the guy, aren't you? All right. Should we see what the hell Sid did on Fox and Friends? People are talking about it. Now, this might be the one area. Look, I think Sid and I are pretty much on the same page. But I think this war, it's time to end it. I mean, we got everything we wanted. There is no nuclear capability that Iran has. Now, I heard that from J.D. Vance. J.D. Vance said, look, they've got nuclear dust, but we know where it is. We're going to get it out. And even if we can't get it out, we know where it is. They can't access it. It's under 1,000 feet of rubble, and they can't enrich it anymore. Because to enrich uranium, you need, and I remember this from my 8th grade, whatever the hell that was, science. It wasn't physics. It was just general science. You need a centrifuge. And those centrifuges are huge. You ever see the one out at Calverton on Long Island? I don't know if it's functional. Brookhaven. All right, so here's Sid with Griff on Fox and Friends. Cut 3.
To challenge you a little bit, Sid, is it a bit over exaggeration to say that we're stuck because President Trump is showing patience to say he's going to play this out? But as J.D. Vance, Vice President, said here, that we've already won because we've put this decision in their hands. Everybody knows, and President Trump and J.D. Vance are well aware that the IRGC commander, Ahmad Vahidi, is complicating things when Galibaf sits down at the negotiation table. But the way the administration sees it and President Trump is, we can go as long as we want, and ultimately finishing it for good is on the table.
We can't go for as long as we want. Clearly, the gas prices are too high. Midterms are coming up. Look, let's have an honest discussion about this, too. I'm a sports guy, Griff. I worked on WFAN for many, many years. The game is not over in the 6th inning. We haven't won anything yet. I'm sorry, Mr. President, to break the news, but we haven't won anything yet. There has been no end to this. We're kind of in the same exact place we were a couple of months ago. They're still striking us. We're still striking them. Israel is still nervous. And quite frankly, American voters are still nervous. So how do you claim victory when the game is far from over? We're in the 6th inning.
Not claiming victory, just saying we're not stuck because no option that we had going into this are off the table.
The Iranians are the ones that at the end of the day are either going to take this or not. So we keep threatening them, and they don't care. So how are we not stuck? What are we doing that's provoking Iran to make them do what we want them to do? You tell me, Griff.
Well, I don't know what he's talking about, to be honest. Taking little pot shots at us and vice versa. This war was never about beating them into oblivion and eliminating Iran. I just want their nuclear eliminated. And we have eliminated their nuclear. They can't enrich anymore. We're watching them like hawks, right? It's on the table. I think it's worth a discussion. It's totally worth the discussion. You're going to stop funding Hezbollah. You're going to stop all this crap. It's on the table. I've never been to Iran, by the way. Have you? I've been to Israel a million times. I love Israel. And Israel's going to come out on top. I know they probably want, I understand their frustration. But we got to give this piece a chance. Hey, and if it doesn't work, President Trump already said it. Well, bomb them again. Plenty of bombs. 800-848-9222. 800-848-9222.